We've already covered 2 of the 3 strategies we choose as infants to orient ourselves to possibility. We will cover the 3rd strategy, stinginess, at a later date, but for now I want to shift to a problem that's even more basic, which is dealing with bad sensation. While the problems presented by possibility only make themselves known some months into our development, the problem of bad sensation becomes pressing the moment we are born. Thrust from the womb, a relative paradise where all our biological needs are instantaneously tended to, we are forced to face a chaotic, demanding environment that bombards us with sensations both pleasant and unpleasant. This not only presents us with more opportunities for pain, it also demands that we use more of our own energy to deal with those threats, now that we are one step removed from our mothers. To manage this new problem, we are once again given 3 choices of strategy. The most commonly chosen of these is indolence. In case you don't know, indolence is synonymous with laziness, but here, indolence refers specifically to a mental pattern that encourages the avoidance of certain activities. The activities to be avoided are those of working with bad sensation. The idler, one who practices indolence, is someone who attempts to remain in the womb. When faced with bad sensation, rather than spending their energy to address the issue in a way that affords flourishing, the idler numbs themselves to that bad sensation and essentially pretends it isn't there, so they can maintain some sense of still being in that paradisal womb-like state. As they grow, the idler's sense of what is bad and to be avoided develops a personal character. They may not numb themselves to all negative sensations, just those that threaten their idea of peace or love. And it's in those ideas of peace and love where the idler's problems begin. The idler is the one who is most out of touch with what's called holy love, which is the sense of life's inherent lovability, its inherent goodness and delightfulness. Rather than looking to holy love, the idler allows what is unpleasant for the body, and later the ego, to determine what is good or lovable. Not only does this lead to the avoidance of those things that seem to challenge life's goodness, it also leads to the conclusion that they, the idler, who are full of myriad things the ego dislikes, must be unlovable themselves, must be broken in some way. It's for this reason that indolence leads to the deadly sin of sloth, a kind of lethargy that makes true spiritual work and personal betterment seem like a waste of time. If one believes they are fundamentally broken or unlovable, why would they put any more effort into themselves than they have to? It's not like it's really going to help anything if they are messed up at the core. Instead of this work, then, the idler focuses on keeping themselves busy or distracted, just trying to get by while maintaining their fantasy of peace and comfort. That fantasy, however, often fails to be truly pleasant and is detrimental to their overall well-being. Having lost touch with their inherent lovability, the idler tends to think themselves lesser than those around them, and in one way or another, subjugates themselves to those others. This could take the form of going along to get along, doing whatever others think they should without reference to how it affects them personally, engaging in various forms of people-pleasing or self-neglecting service. Alternatively, the idler may just shrink away from the world with its constant challenges and reminders of their inferiority. Don't worry about me, let me help you. Man, I wish I could be like them. We can do whatever you want, I don't mind. Oh, sorry, I'm in your way. No, I'm fine, really. The constant self-neglect doesn't always hold firm, however. Idlers are known to explode from time to time, as anyone would when their boundaries are constantly disrespected. And even if they manage not to explode, someone in their position for many years will likely have bouts of frustration or irritation for the same reason. Numbing themselves to get through painful situations as an infant may have been helpful, but that numbing has the inevitable effect of diminishing not only the negatives, but also the positives. Life's inherent lovability, their inherent lovability, is dimmed. It seems to come and go, to be here under certain circumstances and not others. It is no longer inherent, no longer a quality of who they are. They seem instead to be inherently unlovable, unworthy of consideration. Before we tackle the subject of love in more detail, if you can, sit lovingly with whatever feelings this video invokes. These feelings do not mean that you're broken. These feelings do not have to challenge your peace. True peace, peace beyond understanding, includes conflict, includes discomfort. You're not a lost cause, so please, don't numb yourself when I say, you're probably lazy.